All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fourth episode of Shady Mob Live with your two hosts, Alex the Man Angelov, right there.
And Nelson, the
All
King
right,
Peralta.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome the king himself. Give me a second here. Fourth episode of Shady Mob Live. Yeah, I forgot that the feedback, I can hear my computer. So I turned that off and now we're good to go. So how you doing, bro?
Been doing good, man. Just as I said, just had a crazy weekend.
Yeah, fuck
Work's
that
been
bitch.
good. Work's been doing real good.
That's good.
Um,
You're at a review. My boy's at a review.
Had a review, which is good. We're doing a lot better at our job, and hopefully, learning, and just keep grinding, and one step at a time, really.
Okay, that's good to hear, bro. That's good to hear. So what is new with the Shady Mob with the Shady Mob production company? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've noticed that we have QR codes actually right here in the top
Yeah, check them
corner.
out. They're right on the right side of me, or I guess
Yeah,
on
you
your
yeah,
left, on the left of the video and the right side of the video as well.
they're on
So
both corners of the video, ladies and gentlemen.
check them out.
Scan
Check them
that,
out.
go to shadymob.com and purchase your Shady Mob Productions apparel, ladies and gentlemen. We got N1 from the End Zone sweaters. We got A&A sweaters. We got A&A tees, SMP tees, and N1 from the End Zone tees. We got merch, ladies and gentlemen. We merching out. We want y'all to be a part of it, support it. You feel me? What else? What else? Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are adding another program, or we're adding in a partnership. We're adding another show to the Shady Mob Productions company. I don't know what it's called yet. We got to talk to Edmund Davis. He is a Twitch streamer. He is also going to be joining the Shady Mob Productions, and he's going to be also publishing his content on YouTube. Check it out. What was his username? Do you remember, Alex?
I think it was Smags or
Smash.
Smash.
It's like
Smaz.
Smash or something like that. You'll
Yeah.
you'll see it added to the QR code probably later today or tomorrow. I'm gonna get all that information and have all that stuff updated by the end of the day today. Um, Edmund, how do we know Edmund? Well, Edmund is my ringer for my bowling team.
Yeah, he's on your bowling team. You guys have been bowling for how long?
Well, this is actually our first season bowling together, but I've known him for like a year and a half now, maybe 2 years.
Okay.
He's been bowling in the Sunday League, and honestly, like it's kind of weird how my relationship with him kind of started because he just go all over the place talking to people, and he like one day he just started talking to me, and he kind of just started checking in like on how I was doing bowling. And I'll be real with you, I didn't know this dude's name for a cool ass minute, but like his vibe, when you meet somebody and like their personality, you kind of just vibe with.
Hmm.
Bro, I vibed with this dude since like the moment we kind of started talking. And then after I think 6 months to like a year, I finally learned his name. And then last season, because Doris, my wife, she was also a part of my bowling team. She decided to take a step back because we're trying to have another child. And because of that, I asked Edmund and if he wanted to join our team. And he was bowling on another team. There was some chemistry issues apparently with that team. And basically, when we went up to Reno, we did our sweepers. It was confirmed that he wanted to join our team. We had a great conversation on the way back. I brought up the whole Shady Mob Productions, and he told me he was a Twitch streamer. And this was like 3 or 4 months ago. I've been trying to bring him in officially for a minute. We finally had a sit down, right, Alex, this week?
Yes, we finally had to sit down. When was it actually? I think it was
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Wednesday or Thursday.
Wednesday.
And
Wednesday
yeah,
meeting.
we had a great time. I got introduced to Edmund. He's a really cool dude. Knows a lot about Twitch and is going to help us out with live streaming. And
And producing content.
it's just a great way to promote not only his channel but our channel on each of our platforms. And we get to learn a lot. And just he's a cool, seems like a cool guy. So it's just nice to have like another branch of the Shady Mob productions grow,
Especially,
and it's nice. It's like a
well,
nice change.
one of the cool things when we had our meeting with Edmund, and he'll actually be joining the Shady Mob live with us every now and then whenever we do go live. The cool thing about Edmund joining us is that he has a lot of connections when it comes to editing, when it comes to like doing certain things that we're not yet able to do, that we haven't learned yet. So we're just going to be growing. We're also looking to add, or well, I'm also working behind the scenes on Empowering with Positivity. I've shot 2 episodes of it. I have not dropped it yet because I want to build up that content library. And then I'll probably drop like an episode a week, especially because it's not really timeline or relevant like it is my sports show or my sports channel. This one is literally just life topics, life conversations with normal people. Right now, I'm doing something with my buddy Robert Patterson. No, I'm sorry, not Robert Patterson. Robert Johnson. He is literally a guy that has done extensive hours on research on meditation, on spirituality, on things that motivate him and what he is looking for in terms of happiness. He's very passionate about that. And my conversations with him, I hope enlighten you guys. We're not experts, but we are sharing uh, how we approach certain things and how we remain so positive on our day-to-day lives, especially with a lot of things going on in the world here today. So yeah, guys, Shady Mob's growing. I know N1 from the End Zone has not been posting normal episodes. We've just been doing five flaming hot picks for the last, I think, 2 to 3 weeks. Haven't necessarily had the time with my normal day-to-day job. Alex, how's A&A Radio going?
Doing pretty good. Posted a video, like I think a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks. Working on one right now. Should be coming up pretty soon.
Guys, guess what?
And yeah, yeah, man, it's going.
Your boy is at how many subs now?
1,000 subs. Let's
Yeah, baby.
go. Quadruple digits. Hell yeah, got that comma in there too. So
Mm.
we going. It's nice.
Yeah, baby.
I appreciate everyone who is also subscribed to Shady Mob, N1, and A&A. It helps us out a lot. We love and appreciate you guys. I don't like, we're not saying that as like a script or anything. We genuinely
We love
appreciate
you
every
guys.
single one of you viewers for sticking around, even if it's for like 2 seconds. You just click on our video because your finger slipped, like it. Thank you, just thank you for the, being there, for enjoying the content and just hanging out with us. It's nice.
Even though I'm pretty sure Shady Mob Productions would still be trying to do this, this is not possible without you guys. You guys are really
Yeah,
making this possible. We're
yeah.
pursuing our dreams. I think we combined all of our channels are what like have now quadruple digits in subscribers. I think combined we're at like 13.5. We're about to drop another episode for Shady Mob Podcast. It's not so Shady Mob Live is its own kind of thing, and then the Shady Mob Podcast is its own thing where we do TV shows, movie reviews, and even from time to time live conversations. The live conversations aspect, we're gonna probably try to bring that more onto the Shady Mob Live.
I
So
I was just about to say, yeah, that's kind of live, kind of transitioned into more of like a conversation type thing, like
yeah,
I
yeah,
think I think that's where it makes most sense because when it comes to like actual reviews, you kind of want to take some time and have videos playing. But if you want it, like conversations are more and more fluid and live, so um, but especially with live, we kind of have this is what Edmund said, so we have to just sit down and really like think about what we want to say and just there's nothing that we can edit, and then it helps us out too because with editing it does take a lot of time, and if we can just make a video, sit down, and it's posting as we speak, like maybe there's like a 30-second delay, that helps us out because it's not only content, but it's also a way for us to relieve ourselves from editing, right? And it helps us out just interact with you guys too. And hopefully when, we'll progress farther enough to actually learn how to do like a chat system, or even if you guys want to, even by all means, if you guys want to hang out with us, we'll do a little pre-interview, or just message us, and if you have any thoughts or provoking statements for us to talk about, we'll talk about it right here on the Shady Mob Live.
Shady Mob Live, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, we have a lot of things in the pipeline that we kind of want to work on and get out of the way. Right now, I know like we haven't really been consistent on posting episodes, but the reason for that is because we've been trying to roll out our merchandise. We've been trying to do other content, not just like for me, sports related. Alex has also been trying to come up with stuff that he feels very passionate about. He just doesn't want to give you guys stuff that like he's kind of just gone through. He wants to really dive in and give you the proper information. So that's why he takes
It's a
his time,
lot to go through. It's just lot of research and
especially if you're doing a finance channel, bro. Like that,
yeah,
you need to
it's a
be
lot of
like
stuff.
on
Plus,
point with
with
your
work
stuff.
too. Like
Yeah,
sometimes I'm just,
break
eh,
out.
like, when it comes to like working, like during like busy times too, during my working schedule, it's just there are days where I get home at like 8:30 p.m. and then I have to go to sleep because I have to wake up at 6. So sometimes I appreciate you guys for being patient. We love this. We love what we're doing. But yeah. So far it's been going really well. Massive stuff. Check out again. Oops, my lighting. Check out again the website. Check out the merch. We're super
Also,
excited about it. Order one now yourself. Couple business days for their arrival. And yeah, it's just fun, man. It's fun stuff. Give us feedback. If it should be better or your thoughts, on it. Please give us the feedback. Comment down below. Or even send us a direct message too if you want to talk to us one on one. We're more than happy to respond back, even if it's criticism. Hey, we still like that. It's interaction. So yeah,
so now let's transition out of like promoting ourselves because we kind of did that a little bit too much right now.
nothing wrong with
There's nothing
that.
wrong. We're building our brand. We are trying to be the next big thing. And again, Rome wasn't built in a day. What is it? La Sagrada Familia in Spain. It was never finished, but they're still working on it, right? So
Hmm.
we're trying to be monumental. That's what we're trying to be. And everything realistically it'll probably take us 2 years to really get where we are. Right now I think we've officially been a company now for 9 months. We started
Just about,
February.
yeah. Right. It's like February, March, April,
Yeah,
May.
so in 3 months it'll be a year, and then
Oh no, 10 months. 10 months.
10 months.
Yeah,
Really? Has it already been 10 months?
almost. Yeah.
I thought December was 10 months because we started in
Because
February.
yeah, February. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, 10
Oh,
months. 10
really?
months. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we're in our 10th month, ladies and gentlemen. So in a couple months we'll be a year, and then hopefully by the end of next year we'll be even bigger than we are today. We're just getting again, we're trying to get a head start on a lot of stuff that we haven't that other company or like other brands wait to do. We're on top of it right now because we truly believe in the stuff that we're creating right now. But transitioning to something that I actually wanted to talk about, elections are coming up. I think the voting date is Tuesday, right?
Tuesday. Yep. Yep. That's
Bro, you
that's
know
next
what's
day.
crazy? I've so for work recently because we're doing a project where we have to go to people's houses. I've
Hmm.
been driving all over the Bay Area, going to like San Rafael, Pleasanton, San Ramon, Menlo Park, Morgan Hill, like all these different like Santa Cruz, all these different places. And bro, I shit you not, like when I drive, like you know those bridges that go over the freeway?
Yeah, the overpass. Yeah.
Bro, the overpass, but like where people walk, right? Yeah, so those overpasses, uh, I've seen a lot of Trump support. Literally, like "Make America Great Again" Trump signs everywhere, and literally people standing next to them supporting it. When I pull off the freeway, when I go like let's say to a shopping center or something, I've seen Trump rallies here in the state of California, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know what that means, but in my perception, I think Trump has a shot at winning the state of California in this upcoming election.
That's a very bold statement. That's a very
Bro,
bold statement.
I
I
because
I've seen a lot when I before I moved from California, I saw some of that when I would commute from work all the time. But here in Florida, it is so prominent how much people support Trump. Like I went out the other weekend or this past weekend and like bunch of MAGA hats, and people having like, Trump 2024 flags on trucks, overpasses, like literally flags on these overpasses. There was like a little like rally, or not even a rally, but like a gathering on the side of the road over here, off of an exit on in the near Boca, and it was just insane, dude. Like there's a lot of people here support them, and I even see some Camela stuff too. When I was up in West Palm, there
I'll
was a
be
lot
real
of
with
like
you.
Camela, a lot of Camela houses.
Other than the
People,
text messages that I keep getting, which I feel like is borderline harassment, to
dude, I
support
get
Kamala
emails,
Harris,
text, bro. I got a
bro,
robot call from that shit.
I haven't seen the support for Kamala Harris in California like I've seen it for Donald Trump. And we're supposed to be a democratic state. I feel like I'm not trying to make a bold statement, but I genuinely feel like Trump has a real shot of winning the state of California. And I think he's probably going to win the state of California. I think what put a lot of people off to Kamala was how she got nominated because there wasn't any real Democratic what is it, DNC Democratic nomination
Yeah,
for her.
she
She
didn't
kind of just
win. She didn't really win it, like the
the
consensus,
nomination. Yeah,
or
no,
yeah, the
like
nomination. So like really, she just kind of,
it was like the
oh, okay,
Obamas and Biden just kind of like supported her to
yeah,
be the
because
nominee
Biden's stepping down,
because
she just
Biden's
automatically took his position, right? And
yep,
so
because he
that
backed her up, and then the Obama family came in. Personally, I would love it if Michelle Obama wanted to start her political career and wanted to become the president of the United States. For me, the Obamas are like like the Clintons and even like the Bushes. They're like a royal family for the United States of America.
that would be interesting. That would be interesting to see.
But for the
I think she
Kamala
might have
Harris,
gotten she would have gotten some support as well.
she would have gotten way more support than Kamala Harris, in my personal opinion. If Michelle Obama had ran, Kamala Harris would not be the nominee today, and I think the Democratic Party would have remained in office. But because of the whole way that, because again, they're called the Democrats, right? They're the Democratic Party, but there was no democracy in the process of Kamala Harris becoming the nominee for the party. Not like Trump. Trump, Republican, usually like they're hard headed, they go straight for it, but he won the nomination. He beat his opponents to get the nomination. And I just I'm not I don't I'm not gonna vote. I'll be honest with y'all. I haven't necessarily voted because what was it? When it was Trump versus Hillary, I wrote in Bernie because I genuinely believe Bernie Sanders should have been our president. I was always a supporter of Bernie, but after that, I just haven't really liked the candidates. And frankly, like because my life is mainly revolved around sports, I kind of just stay away from the political aspect of things, especially because I got turned off when Trump got nominated in 2016. And every news source was just reporting on the collusion with Russia. There was like Fox News was the only real, actually not even Fox News because they were also reporting on the collusion. It was Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire that was really reporting on topics around the country. I was like, I don't know if you remember this, but I was very heavily involved with like the Young Turks, with the Wire, with Ben Shapiro,
Hmm.
with Fox News, CNN. Like I was watching news consistently live more than I was watching sports at that time. And once Trump got the nomination, the collusion aspect completely turned off, and I pivoted back to sports because it was too irritating. None of the issues were really being reported on, and I feel
Yeah,
like that's going to happen if Trump becomes president again. But I feel like Trump is going to become president again. That's the
I
thing.
I think I think Trump has a good shot of it.
Better shot than Kamala.
I'm not sure. Honestly, it's a coin toss at this point. Coin coin toss at this point. Damn, I
I
can't talk.
personally feel like
And
the a lot of
it's really just going to be up in the air, man. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people supporting Kamala. There's a lot of people supporting Trump.
I feel like the support for
I'm not
Kamala
voting.
is
That's for sure.
fictitious. In my personal opinion, I feel like the support for Kamala Harris is fictitious. I think that's just something that CNN and like even Fox News is like trying to hype up so people can like believe. But realistically, I don't think Kamala has a real shot at winning.
I really just think that, it's still up in the air. I want to just see it play through. We'll see what happens when,
If Kamala
everybody
wins,
votes.
kudos to her.
again, I'm not voting because I don't like any of those two. I don't like
I feel you.
I do not like either of them, and
Actually, this
they
is the perfect time.
they
Ladies and
just
gentlemen,
don't they
if
just
you
do not like tickle my fancy, bro. Like I just don't like them at all.
well,
One because one is just unsure of what they are and what they want because they don't have policy, and the second just doesn't really think about the circumstances of their actions later on. Like Trump has a really big idea of what the U.S. will you know how it should be, but where is the U.S. going? That's the
so
main concern of mine.
so you do you remember how they had only one debate between Kamala and Trump, and everybody was kind of like give like everybody called like I feel like everybody called Camel out because yeah, she might have won, but I don't think she really won that debate because she was just attacking Trump and not really going over the issues, if that makes sense.
That's just debate. That's
No,
just
no, no,
debate.
I
But I think
understand.
I think the moderators were a big thing in that debate, though.
And they were very heavily in favor on Kamala's side because they weren't fact checking her. They were fact checking everything Trump was saying. So just the way that that debate was perceived by the American public, because I wasn't the only one that perceived it that way, right? Like I feel like a lot of people perceived it like it was a one-sided debate and that they were trying to force Kamala to kind of win and get that advantage on Trump. Now, when they had the vice presidential debate, I feel like that leveled the playing field because the Republican vice president nominee, I forgot what his name is, presented himself a lot stronger than Waltz from the Democratic side.
What's his name? Is it Wallace?
Waltz. I think his name is Waltz on the Democrat side, and I think it's
Nah,
Vance.
on,
I forget his first name, but it's Vance on the Republican side.
oh, it's
Vance, I
Vance.
felt like presented himself and actually looked a lot better than Waltz did in their debate. And then also, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't like any of the candidates, vote for King NPV, your boy here. He will turn this country around with his vice president, Alex the Man Angelov. Vote for the Shady Mob, guys. You know you
Vote for
want
the
it.
Shady Mob, man. Even though we're a corporation, we'll still consider your thoughts.
Exactly. We're all about positivity and happiness. Don't ever forget that. Oh Lord. I'm also dealing with the cold. How are you feeling? I know last week you were dealing with a cold.
Yeah, this past Monday, I started to have a little tickle in my throat, and then towards the end of the day, when I got home, it just hurt so much every time I swallowed or any
That's what she
like,
said.
you know, all
No Diddy though.
yeah, sure, all right.
That's
When it just like the act of like swallowing just really hurt,
what she said
and
again.
and
No Diddy.
I just didn't really feel good. The next day I woke up, I just could not like move, muscle aches, had a small fever, and then throat still hurt. And Wednesday, same thing, but my throat was fine. More muscle aches and fatigue, really, and like a headache. And then now I've been dealing with like a cough. Not now, but I think Friday and Saturday had a cough, and then my nose has been stuffed. Like it's just been running and like dripping down. Nasal drip is what it's called. So just
Oh,
been
I
dealing with
feel
that.
you.
But it's just a cold, bro. It's just honestly it
I
is
feel
what it
you. I had nasal drip on Friday, so what was it? Like I think it was Thursday it really hit me. I went to a project that I had to do on Wednesday, and then Thursday I completed the project that we needed to do at the next place. But when I got back, like my nose was tripping, and then as the day got like progressed, I just got progressively worse. I threw up a couple of times. I couldn't smoke, and you know how
Shit.
big I am on smoking my pot. Like I
Yeah.
haven't smoked in like 2 or 3 days right now, just because like I can't. Like I feel congested, and then on top of that, what was it? I was supposed to go out on Friday again, but bro, I was done. And since I also work, excuse me, and since I also work overnight as a security guard, I didn't go to my normal day job, but I still went to my security job. And the cool thing about my security job is that I'm literally in like my car just watching, like just taking pictures and just watching the fence by myself, right?
Hmm.
Making sure that nobody breaks into like the property that I'm trying to secure. So, dude, like every hour I set my alarms for like 6:30, like every hour for like what was it? Like let's for example, 3:30, 3:45, 4:15. If I miss one of them, like at least the next one's gonna get me, right? And dude, I took some medicine. I had a blanket in my car and I used my security jacket as a pillow. And bro, I was going through it. Like legitimately, I felt like my fever broke while I was at work because I was taking interval naps and my body was aching. I was sweating. I could feel like my sweater and my entire body being drenched. I could feel myself overheating.
Yep,
I
yep.
changed my shirt a couple times, and like, and I took Mucinex. Take Mucinex because Mucinex actually works. By the time the morning came, I felt so much better. I showered, and I still feel sick. I still feel sick. I definitely do feel sick. But it's not as bad as I was Thursday and Friday, thank God, because I got to go back out there on tomorrow actually for work.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, man. I'm just thankful that, my body's recovering and doing all that. And I took I have it right here actually. I took Alka-Seltzer day and night, so that helped me out a lot. And then yeah, just vitamin C, fruits, vegetables. Been
Water,
chugging those
drink
down.
water.
No, drink some tea, dude. Drink tea when
Tea
you're sick.
works, but water works too. Drink fluids.
Keeps you hydrated. Yeah, it keeps you
Stay
hydrated.
hydrated.
And
Agua.
yeah, fellas,
Costco, free
yeah.
promotion right there. You're welcome, Kirkland.
Yeah, so drink that when you're sick. It's not fun, but everybody goes through it, and just take care of yourself. It's not
Yeah.
it's not your fault too if you're sick. Like no, don't blame it. It's just microbials getting into your system through some way. Now, if you're, you know, sucking on some doorknobs or something, or like, um putting some tainted baby oil on yourself, then you're gonna get a little sick, okay?
Yeah.
But
Diddy
if you're being
sick.
careful, if
That's
you
fine.
wash your hands, like make sure that you cover your face when you sneeze and cough and all that. So in case you are sick, you don't spread the germs. Then you're just doing your part in limiting other people getting sick.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Speaking about getting sick or anything, I talked about this previously, but I'm going to bring it up for the audience. I found out that I'm not allergic to wasp stings. I got stung by a wasp this past weekend, so that was pretty crazy. I was at the beach with some coworkers, and I saw this little guy on my shoulder right here. Literally, I saw him, and you know how like bugs and like flies and wasps, they kind of rub their hands, as they're making like an evil plan. That's what
Yeah.
the guy was doing, bro. He was like rubbing his hands, making an evil plan, like, oh, I'm gonna get this guy so hard. So I brush him off, and then he like freaked out, fucking was on my leg like this, and fucking stuck his ass in my fucking thigh, stinger and everything. I like tore him off, pulled a fatality move where I pretty much tore his fucking head from his abdomen. His stinger was still on my leg. I tear that off, and now the fucking pain still hurts,
Do you
right?
see it?
So
Can we see it?
I mean,
Is there a big
kinda.
ass? Is it bad?
I don't know how I can show this here. Like,
Show us some flexibility, boy.
sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I got a hairy leg.
Hey, hey, he's single, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Oh, is
this is
that the spit? Is that where he stung you?
yeah, right there. I don't know if
That's
you
not
saw
that
that.
bad, to be honest with you.
But yeah, so I saw this the stinger was in there, so the stinger fucking hurt with the venom and everything. And what happens with stingers is that stingers, like the stinger that they have is barbed. So when you pull it out, it hurts, right? So it hurt when I fucking pulled it out, and I was like my leg was throbbing, and I didn't know if I was allergic or not. So, after like maybe 15 minutes, the adrenaline wore off and I just became really dizzy. And that kind of freaked me out. So it became a little anxious. I left the beach, went and the ride home, I was just every like 2 minutes, I was just checking my face, making sure I can breathe. My tongue wasn't swollen, and I was looking down, and it was just a little swollen, but now it's fine. Like I'm pushing down on it. It's not actually
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
little tender, but
I remember when I got stung by a bee. That hurt like a motherfucker. But that's how I found out that I wasn't allergic to bees.
yeah, yeah. So I that was my second swap sting. I got stung by a wasp when I was in like
I do
sixth
not
grade.
recommend you getting stung, though, ladies and gentlemen. That is
Yeah,
not
don't go out and, bully a bunch of wasps. It'll hurt like a motherfucker. And if you
mother.
don't know if you're allergic, don't test it because I was freaking out. So
Also,
I was like looking up. I'm like, what is it allergic? You swell up your thing. You could go into shock, or your fucking um face will swell up, break up in hives, and it's not fun.
also, what I was gonna say is bees and wasps are pretty fucking smart. Like they will remember certain things and how they perceive certain things. So be careful, ladies and gentlemen. You
Yeah, no
might
pun
have a
intended.
wasp.
Be careful.
Be careful. Like legitimately, these motherfuckers are not to be trifled with. Like legitimately, do not trifle with these bitches because these bitches will sting the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
What else? What else? What else? You haven't watched Venom yet, huh?
I haven't. No, no. I really want to go watch it.
I hear
Um,
Rotten Tomatoes are shitting on it.
dude,
I didn't
I feel like Rotten Tomato is like the IGN of reviewing. Like
like. I
big
feel like
movies, you pay them to give good reviews.
unless I feel like it comes from like Disney or Disney Marvel.
Or if it's not woke, then
Yeah.
they're not going to give it. If it's not woke, they'll give it a bad score.
But
That's what it
realistically,
is.
I think the first Venom was better than the second one. I enjoyed the second one, but I'm curious to see how the third one turned out because I haven't seen it yet. I know there's a lot of symbiotes in it. I was really hoping that a Spider-Man would have shown up in that movie, but from everything that I feel like has come out, there there was no Spider-Man. I was really hoping it was going to be Andrew
Oh,
Garfield.
there's no Spider-Man?
I don't think there's a Spider-Man in this one.
Ah,
I would have loved it if they would have brought in Andrew Garfield
did you
Spider-Man.
watch it? Did you watch
I
it?
haven't watched it yet, but like
Okay,
you
okay.
know me.
So what you're
So
saying is not a spoiler.
no, it's not a spoiler. I haven't watched it yet. Like legitimately, I like to spoil stuff for me. So whatever, like I won't go out of my way to look for stuff, but if it comes up on the internet or on my feed, then I'll dive into it and I'll look at it. But from everything I've seen on my feed, I've only seen that there's multiple symbiotes in it. I haven't seen like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man in it like I was hoping, or Toby Spider-Man. I know Toby's probably wasn't gonna be in it, or Tom Holland's. Like I wanted a Spider-Man to be in this Venom movie if it was going to be the last Venom movie with Tom Hardy.
I hope we don't get any more Tom Holland stuff for a
Oh, we're getting
while.
Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland. Didn't you hear about that? They just
Oh my
announced it.
oh my God, dude. I don't want more Tom Holland stuff. I want Garfield. I want an older
Well,
Spider-Man. I don't want Tom
so
Holland and
Secret
his
Wars has
stupid
been
fake. Even though Garfield is from England, I just don't like how he talks. He's not a good Spider-Man. Never liked
so
him.
so the way that I think they've
My
announced
bad
it
for the rant.
or the rumors that have come out is that Andrew I think Toby and maybe Andrew's Spider-Man are both going to be in Secret Wars. If not Andrew's, for sure Toby's Spider-Man is going to be in Secret Wars. I'm pretty sure. Same with Wolverine, and I they also announced Deadpool and Wolverine 2 is being worked on.
Okay,
So
that'll be
I'm
interesting.
excited to see that. I'm pretty sure Secret Wars is gonna have what's it gonna be? Secret Wars is gonna have iteration of we might see the original Reed Richards from 2004, not the 1994 one. I don't consider him the original. I consider the 2004 Reed Richards from the Jessica Alba Ian Rufford. I considered him the original Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Um
he's a good Mr. Fantastic. I
I
I
think
think that ensemble was treated poorly by Fox,
oh it was.
not giving them a third and well-deserved trilogy.
And
But
really quick, if you
oh
haven't
well,
watched the episode where we review Deadpool and Wolverine, I love that movie. Really briefly, just because it paid homage to the entire Fox universe
it
in
really
a
did.
very beautiful way.
Yeah, it was emotional almost. Like I grew
So
up on
much
Fox
so,
Marvel.
dude, so much so that it's rumored that I think they're gonna cancel Mahershala Ali's Blade and do another Wesley Snipes Blade.
They,
I'd be behind that.
I
Your
I
dad
I
would be
want
fucking psyched out.
I want more. I want, I don't mind different renditions of the same character because at some point later in the future
Multiverse.
we're gonna get Iron Man a Iron Man movie without Robert Downey Jr. Like it's gonna happen, right? It's happened with Spider-Man. It's been happening with Superman, Batman, all them. But now because Marvel is like such a high staple, like we've had DC movies for so long that Marvel movies, like Captain America was never done. Iron Man was never. Well, I mean, it was in the 40s,
Actually,
50s.
Captain America was done, I think, in 1978. So I didn't realize this, but apparently there was an Incredible Hulk, there was a Thor, there was a
There was
Spider-Man,
a Thor. Yeah, there was a
and there
Thor.
was a Captain America, a part of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe in like the 1970s. Or
But it never took off. Like it didn't have the
it was
cultural
bad.
impact.
It was shit. It was
Yeah,
shit. And that's
right.
why it took about like 30 to 40 years before they revisited superheroes and comics, because those kids that grew up watching that shit and reading everything was now in control and in the power to create it.
Yeah. So they're if they want to reboot or even restart the MCU in any way, shape, or form, and just make a new MCU, the MCU two,
Yeah.
um, then at some point we're gonna get new actors. So when it comes to Wesley Snipes returning, we'll see how he does coming back to a character he hasn't played in like what, almost 20 years. I
Well,
mean,
he
he
played
just
him
he
in
just
Deadpool and
he just played
Wolverine.
him. He just played him, but he had a very minimal supporting actor role in that film.
Still worked. I thought it still worked pretty well.
I thought it worked too. So I hopefully that didn't jinx his potential movie role as
Oh no,
Blade.
because
And
the Blade Mahershala Ali's Blade again has doesn't have a release date anymore.
oh,
It
it
was
doesn't.
supposed to be released next year, but now it's not on the calendar anymore.
I wonder why it's being pushed back. Maybe the
Well,
maybe
they
the
were
out.
supposed to start shooting now.
uh,
And I don't know if it's the script or what it is, but it's not being developed, it's not being produced, and it's almost, yeah, I think it's almost in the scrap heat, and they're gonna bring back Wesley Snipes, which I'm okay with. I love
Maybe the
Wesley Snipes.
studio heads are just reconsidering bringing back Wesley Snipes, and they're just kind of pushing back production.
I think the reception that Wesley Snipes got when he came back as Blade is part of the reason why.
Probably.
But actually think about it for a second. Wesley Snipes was Blade before CGI and all the virtual effects were what they are today, and he fucking killed the role.
He did.
Trinity was kind of shaky, I guess, but the first one was legit. The second one was okay. Trinity shaky. But imagine if they do a Wesley Snipes Blade today with the how developed technology is,
Mhm.
dude. It'd be fucking dope.
I mean, he looked great. He looked great in Deadpool Wolverine, and my dad loved it. Seeing Blade in the movie theater. That was his first, like that was his first superhero movie in theaters in America, and so he
He
just
has affinity for
he
that.
was like he saw him in Deadpool and Wolverine. He stood up. He's like, hell yeah, like
Fuck
seeing
yeah.
him in the big screen again. And my dad was just super excited. So that right there, it's like I feel like they should definitely take a chance and go back with Snipes.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, bro. I wouldn't be opposed to it. What's worrying me, to be frank with you, is the James Gunn version of Superman.
Really? I feel like a lot of people are kind of anticipating it to be good.
I don't know, bro. I'm kind of shaky on I was kind of shaky on James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I know he's like the new head of DC, but I wasn't a fan. Like I just watched Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom. That was shit.
Was
I
that a
don't know.
James Gunn production?
I don't know if that was a James Gunn production, but that's the one where Amber Heard was in it. And bro, like you could tell, legitimately, you could tell while watching like the first like sequence where they're with the baby,
Uh-huh.
that the scenes were supposed to be with Mara, with Amber Heard holding the child, but it's awkwardly shot with his dad and him just doing it. It felt weird. It felt weird. I feel like, yeah, I understand there was a lot of lash and pushback, but like at the end of the day, if you already had something with Amber Heard already being shot in certain sequences, just leave it, because there's nothing you can do because if you replace her and it's not Mira and it's like, let's say, his dad, it just comes off as awkward and weird.
Hmm.
Like, have you watched it or no?
I haven't watched it, man. I only watched
Don't
like the
waste your
first
fucking
5 minutes.
do not waste your fucking time.
And dude, I watched the first 5 minutes and I'm just like, I
All right,
will
so
not continue this.
did you see the sequence where they were doing like the panorama, or I forget what it's called, but the sequence where he's like on a motorcycle, like in the beach or whatever, with and his dad's holding the baby?
Nope.
You didn't get that far.
I literally barely remember anything. I just remember turning it on. I'm like, nope, I'm not paying attention to this. So I just,
Like, dude, there's like these sequences I think for some reason the dad's living with Arthur and Mira,
in the
in their
house, right?
house.
They have like a beach house or
Yeah.
something.
And legitimately, like, I feel like the conversations that he's having with his father, he was supposed to be having with Amber Heard's Mira. But because of the whole Johnny Depp situation, they reshot those scenes with the dad, and it just feels weird and awkward. Like they limited. You see Amber Heard in the movie, but they limit her role, and for some reason, like even like the scenes where the baby needs to be taken care of, she's not there, and it's just like where the fuck is she? Because we see her
Mhm.
throughout the movie. It's weird. They spent too much money making that movie to do that to it. If they would have just kept Amber Heard in it, regardless of the conspiracy or whatever, it would have probably been better.
I think
100%.
it was really just the backlash that they would
Yeah,
have
but the
gotten from
backlash made the movie
the
shit,
Depp
and it
from the
still
Depp
didn't make
case.
any money. Didn't we watch? Was it Was it Shield or was it Fantastic Four that we watched from like the 1990s
I think it was Shield. It was
with
with
David Hasselhoff, right?
David Hasselhoff.
That was
Yes,
shit too.
that
That
one
was horrible.
was ass. Wasn't that supposed to be a show?
That was supposed. So what we watched was, I think, the first pilot or the first two pilot episodes of a show that was supposed to be made with David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury.
Dude, when the girl when they like escaped, I'm just like, what is going on? Like this is insane when she's in that tube and they like wait, they're like, you're not gonna get away. And then she's clearly trapped and they're like, you're not gonna get away. Oh man, you got away. It's like,
No,
what?
so you know what? You know what I found fucking hilarious was the scenes where he like legitimately like he's talking, no cigar in his mouth,
Oh,
and
the
everyone goes
cigars.
back
Yeah,
and then he
dude.
comes back and there's a cigar in his mouth. I'm like, what? Where'd the
Bro,
cigar come from? And
bro,
then they
like
cut to another scene and come back, no cigar in his mouth. Cut back, come back, cigar in his mouth.
it's just always like, I got a cigar, and then he's like talking for some reason, and then it cuts to him like listening to someone, and he has a cigar. It's not even lit. It's not even a lit cigar. It's just like a piece of turd in his mouth.
I don't know, man. I feel like they fucked up. I feel like I'm so happy they didn't make that into a movie.
Yeah, yeah, man.
A movie. I like they didn't make that into a show. I mean,
That
I
was
feel like Fox was trying to develop a T like what the CW did with DC and develop. First, it was the Smallville universe, and then it was the Arrowverse. What DC did with the CW was what Fox was trying to do with Marvel, and it just never worked out. It
Mhm,
never worked out. They
mhm.
tried to do the TV series with the Shield. Then I think I don't. They weren't responsible for the Fantastic Four movie in 1994. I think that was another independent film, but that was just bad. That was also bad.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad start. I think I don't know, man. I mean,
Thank
we'll see.
God. I think
We'll see what happens with this Superman with this thing. I hope they go in the direction of
I don't have high hopes for it. I think it's gonna suck. I think it's gonna be very woke. They have enough
I
people
hope they go in
writing
the
in it.
direction of my what's that one? What's that
My
one?
Adventures with Superman.
Yeah, My Adventures with Superman. I hope they go in that direction because that's a pretty good story, I think, and it's a really good
Well,
like
My
not really
Adventures with
reboot, but
Superman. He's in college, right?
it's like no, he's not in college. He just started working at the Daily Planet with Lois, and it's interesting. It's an interesting take on the origin story of Superman.
It's an anime, isn't it? Anime
Yeah,
style.
it's an American anime. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They also have a Suicide Squad anime.
Oh, they do. Oh, yeah, you're right. They do. I haven't even watched that one.
I haven't watched it either. I'm kind of very hesitant on watching new DC stuff. I was a fan of Young Justice. I'm a fan of the movies that they produce because I think DC what is it? DC animation is leaps and bounds better than Marvel's animation, in my personal opinion. But this is the thing. I feel like 1990s Marvel, nobody can compete with that.
Yeah.
Marvel from the 1990s, nobody can compete with.
Yeah, you've shared
No,
your thoughts, and it seems like they were doing pretty good stuff. I mean, I remember
bro,
watching like
they're
some stuff,
doing
but
so good, they might bring back Spider Man. And I'm so juiced for it. Take my money.
I
Take my
mean,
money.
we already seen what happened when you revisit content that everybody liked and, you know, touch it up a little bit, make the graphics and animation just better, and, bring back the old voice actors who loved and cared for the voices that they voiced and the characters that they voiced. So, especially with X-Men 97, that right there is an example why they should bring back the like Spider-Man or even some of the Avengers work that they did as well. So
Now, I really hope, I
Silver
really
Surfer too. But
Oh, they need to bring back Silver Surfer like tomorrow. Now, I really, really, really hope that. Oh, I lost my train of thought. No, I really hope that they don't fuck up the second season of X-Men 97. The reason why I say that is because, or at this point, I don't know if it's going to be called X-Men 98, but X-Men 97, because of the fact that DeMeo, the showrunner, is no longer involved. But they said that they were keeping a lot of the concepts that he had for season two and even season three alive. And they're going to hopefully follow through in that direction.
Mhm.
Um, I still think letting DeMeo go just because he had like an OnlyFans was stupid, but to
That's
each
so
their own.
dumb. Who cares? So many women are doing it. Who cares?
Shit, we might start our own OnlyFans.
Hey, if it
And
pays
it's
for
not
my bills,
necessarily, bro, and it's not necessarily for sexual content. I hope everybody understands that.
yeah,
Like,
dude. You want a
OnlyFans
picture of my
is
hands?
not just for sexual content, ladies and gentlemen. You can post stuff like this, cooking stuff, normal lifestyle things that people do, and have an OnlyFans account, to be completely honest with you. It's just one of those means that you can get paid with by subscription. That's literally just it. I don't understand why so many people look down upon it. Um, you got to
Well, I
make
mean,
money. That's the best.
99% of the time it is for like
Yeah,
naked
I know
photos
it's
and
basic
videos.
porn. Yes, I know. Do you have an OnlyFans?
No, I don't have it.
There you go. Not yet, but he will. He's gonna be showing the
Oh,
Mabs.
oh,
Oh,
the abs. Yeah, my keg.
the keg.
Yeah, the keg, man. I don't got a
Hey,
six
we
pack.
should take
I
pictures.
got a
We should
keg.
start an OnlyFans for dad bods.
Ooh,
Make
I
money.
like that.
Make money.
Yeah.
Shirtless dad bod and Gene with the with his shirt on his back, looking into the abyss.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
with
with
like an
farmers,
aura around.
Hey, with Farmer's Camera, we can get high definition photos.
Oh, brother, you're gonna see veins popping where veins should pop.
Everything, everything. Oh Lord, what else? What else? Are you watching anything good right now? Oh, you
One
started One
Piece.
Piece.
Yeah, I'm
How are you?
on. What episode am I on? I'm on episode. I'll tell you right now. I'll look at my Netflix account.
So I don't
Uh,
know if this is accurate, but if you watch 6 episodes a day
I'm
for
on episode
six,
25.
okay. I don't know if this is accurate, but apparently, if you watch 6 episodes a day for 6 months, you'll be able to catch up to where One Piece is today.
Luffy launches himself towards Krieg's crew when Sanji and the crew of the Barati prepare for battle. Pearl emerges from the sea.
Oh,
Uh,
you're at the part where they introduce Sanji to the crew.
that's the blonde guy, right?
Yeah, with the
Yeah, yeah. I'm
cigarette in his
I'm
mouth.
I'm right there. Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah.
cool.
Who's
I'm
the Hawk man? The Hawk Eye.
Hawkeye Mihawk.
Yeah.
That's the world's greatest swordsman that Zoro eventually trains with to learn how to use hockey and do a bunch of stuff that he does now. Where I'm at, I'm on episode like 620 something. I'm halfway there.
Damn,
Halfway
son.
there. Bro, I'm telling you, like where you're at, how's your journey been so far? Because I know the first where you're at must suck.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. The last time I even pressed played was like 3 days ago. It's
Yeah,
some of the stuff I'm just like,
it's a
it's
tough, bro.
very it's very how can I say it? It doesn't take itself serious.
I was gonna say, bro, get to the. It's okay. Just wait for the first 100 episodes to be done.
I'm already like a quarter of the way through for the first
Bro,
100 and
I'm trying to
ah
see. Um, when do they get to Skypiea? I forget when the Skypiea arc is, but that's like a kind of like a major. Actually, no, they don't get to Skypiea for a minute because the
Usopp
Sky
is cool. Usopp is
like
really interesting.
is Usopp a part of the crew right now?
Yeah. Yeah, he's it's Usopp, um Zoro, Luffy, Sanji, I guess just joined,
Oh, so
and
Sanji wasn't a part of the crew.
Nami.
Oh, so hold
No,
on.
no, yeah.
I
They're
for
they're fighting Krieg now. They're like the big
oh
dude with
wow.
like the gold metal armor and like the diamond fists.
Wait, Sanji. So Usopp joined third, right? With and they now have the Going Merry, right?
They now have the Going Merry, and they just ran into that like this like restaurant in the ocean.
Okay, the Baratier.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't. I forgot that Usopp was the third person to join. I thought it was Sanji.
No, he's the fourth. He's the fourth person to join.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
because it's
wow.
originally Luffy, Zoro, and Nami, and then now Nami ran away with the gold, the Going Merry, and
Oh, she took the Going Merry.
yeah, so I'm there.
Oh wow. Damn, bro. Shit. I forgot. Like, I'll be real with you. I forgot the beginning. Like, I remember like clips and I remember what happened, but
Yeah,
I forget the sequence of in which things happened. I started One Piece, I think it was last year in October. And I watched it for like 3 months consecutively. And I think I got to like the 390 something episode before the time jump where he was
it was
what was my
17,
part?
right?
Yeah, they were at Thriller Bark with Moria. And I kind of ended it there for like the last like 9 months. And then I picked it back up like let's say I think a month or two ago. And I went from 397 to like 600 and something now. And dude, I shit actually no, I was at 366. I shit you not. It picks the fuck up. It picked the
Mm-hmm.
fuck up like 3 episodes after the Moria arc ended. It picked the fuck up. Like I thought the Water 7 arc before the Moria arc was really good. I really enjoyed it. But then after the Moria arc where they're at Thriller Bark, they go it's the whole ace it's the whole like the what is it it's the whole Sabaody arc where the straw hats get separated and they're only supposed to be separated for 3 days but they end up being separated for 2 years because after what happened at Sabaody, Luffy goes and tries to save Ace's brother, fails, and dude, it's just like people got stronger. Like that whole 100 episodes, bro. They go by very quickly if you really watch it because I enjoyed it. I I'm invested in it at this
I'm
point.
trying, man. I'm trying to watch it.
It's
It's a lot of
bro,
episodes, so
it's
I'm
a
like it's
tough
like on the
watch,
back end of my watch stuff.
bro. It's a tough fucking watch, especially the first 100 episodes.
Yeah, the old
And that's
animation, the 2000s animation is
well,
it's
no,
there.
for me, and you don't even get Gear Two until two episode like 272, and that's when he's like in the Water 7 arc when like Frankie joins the crew.
I don't even know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So Gear 2 is like Super Saiyan 2.
No, no, I know that, but I don't know what Water 47 is or
No,
like.
Water 7 is an island.
Oh, okay.
So Water 7 is like another one of those islands where Frankie and I think Frankie he's the leader of his own like gang or whatever. And he's the shipwright. So I don't think I'm gonna spoil well fuck it, I don't give a
Well,
shit.
no, 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 no. Hold on, hold on. Let's not spoil anything to viewers who are actually trying to watch it and understand. But like, what?
There's
How
this
many?
shit's been
How many
around for
crew members are there in the Going Merry?
so in the Going Merry, it's only so in for the Going Merry, the only crew members for the Going Merry are Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Sanji, Nami, and eventually Robin, and I think eventually Chopper joins while the Going Merry's still around.
Ah, dang.
After
So that means that
Chopper,
that means the Going Merry goes away.
Yes. Because after Chopper joins, they go to Water 7. I forget this. There's a couple of episodes with that are kind of filler, but they eventually get to Water 7. And when they get to Water 7, they find out that the Mary is at risk of being of sinking. There's irreparable damage because when they go to Skypiea and they come back down, the support beam, the middle support beam that supports everything, that's cracked. It has a big crack and they can't do anything to replace it.
Mm.
Whatever they do to try to like save it or whatever, it's not gonna hold up.
Ah,
So, bro, the way the Going Merry like goes, dude. So, Water 7, there's like a big storm or whatever. It's so beautiful. Oda did it in such an amazing fucking way. Um, Basically what ends up happening is like the Going Merry goes to where it's supposed to go. I forget if the Sunny was around. I think the Sunny wasn't finished quite yet. But the Going Merry, there's a big storm or whatever, and they go, they have to rescue Nico Robin because they're the people from this is like another secret organization from the government.
mhm.
They come, they abduct Nico, and Nico fucking goes with them because she's trying to save the Straw Hat crew. What ends up happening is Luffy and the gang, they get on this train. No, they get on a fucking train and they go all the way to where the prison is, where they have where they're keeping her and where they're I think gonna try to execute her. And then what ends up happening is they finally get there. And bro, there's like this emotional moment where Nico did not want to live, where Robin did not want to fucking live at all. And bro, it brings you to tears because there's like this scene where like they're about to like kill her or whatever, and she yells out to Luffy, Luffy, I want to live, and tears just come out. So after that arc ends, they need to get away. They don't have a way out. But because there was a storm, somehow the Going Merry, and this is cool, because the Going Merry has its own spirit. Like
It
it's
seems
it
like it. It seems like it from like some of the, like this coworker I had when I was working at Apple. He talked about how like some of the ships have like souls in this
yeah.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Mary, like she was at the Water 7, like nobody's on the ship, but the ship somehow goes to where the Straw Hats are and it
Hmm.
saves them. And it saves them and it brings them back to Water 7 so they can pick up the Sunny. And when it gets there, bro, my heart fucking breaks. It fucking sinks. And
Damn.
bro, I think she said goodbye. Usopp cries. We all fucking cry. And like, there's even a battle between Luffy and Usopp because Usopp wants to preserve the Mary,
Yeah,
and
because
Luffy,
it's the ship that they got from
his
like that
girlfriend.
girl that he was like protecting or like visiting.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Luffy's like, we can't save her. We need another ship. And basically, they get into a fight where it's Luffy versus Usopp, and Usopp leaves the crew.
Like that's it, or does he come back?
Oh, he doesn't fully leave the crew. He changes. He turns into Sniper King, and through his alter ego of Sniper King, he helps out the fucking
Bro,
Straw Hat.
these names and like these characters are just so crazy,
It is
bro.
very cringe. But he never like fully leaves, and then when they're leaving on the Sunny, Usopp regrets it and he yells out, Luffy, I'm sorry, take me with you. And fucking tears coming out of his eyes and tears coming out of Luffy's eyes. And he's like already like hella far away. He stretches his arm and grabs Usopp and brings him in and hugs him. It's very
Ah,
emotional.
that's a powerful moment.
I love it. I'll be real with you. There's like the Water 7 arc was great. I feel like the Skypiea arc was dragged on a little bit too long. The once you get past the Water 7 and Thriller Bark arc and you get into the fucking that whole Sabaody and Ace saga, bro, it takes the fuck off. There are certain things from the beginning of One Piece that are really great, and you also got to take into account this from episode 1 to episode 400 and like 78 before the time jump. It's only been 6 months since the Straw Hat Pirates were a crew. So think about it. Where you are right now to where I was like a couple of weeks ago or maybe like a month ago, that's only 6 months. So where Luffy is in his strength, where you're at to where I'm at, it's only been 6 months, right? And
Mhm.
he goes from having what's his bounty right now? Do you know?
It doesn't it doesn't say. Like I don't know what his bounty is.
They haven't showed his bounty yet.
No.
Wow, you know why? Because he hasn't beaten anybody to actually get a bounty or put his name out there.
I think he's about to be Krieg or some shit or like
So once he beats Krieg, I think he gets like how much? Would you know what Krieg's bounty is? They showed Krieg's bounty.
no.
Yeah, they did. When you get
No,
it,
dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Like they don't show anybody's bounty.
yeah, they do. Whenever you're in at the beginning of these episodes, when you're introduced to a new character that's a pirate, the first thing that they show is their wanted poster when they pop up. You might
Really?
not be, yeah. Do you watch it while you're doing stuff?
No, man, I'm watching it. Like I
Like you're
watch.
actually fully watching it,
Yes, yeah.
like through and through. You're not blinking or you're not scrolling on your phone or anything.
I blink. I blink. Maybe I have something in my eye and I blink.
No, but like, so they show you the wanted poster for these guys and how much they're worth. I think Krieg was worth like 20 million berries. So he goes from having like a 10 million berry bounty to having, I think, a 100 or to having, I think, a 100 or a 300 million berry bounty in 6 months.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
crazy. What
Right?
the fuck? Like what did he do? Like is it just the people that he like
Bro. So,
kills or are they like taking them down or like what?
so when the Water Seven arc, he defeats that organization from the government. So that increased his bounty tremendously. So,
Oh, it's because the government and it's the
dude,
Marines, right?
exactly. So the more you watch a show. Also, do you know who Garp is? Have you seen Garp yet?
Oh no, I
The
haven't.
guy with the like with the dog thing.
Dog thing?
It's like
No,
a
no.
it's a, like a dog hoodie or whatever the fuck. That's his
Again, I'm
grandpa.
like episode 25, dog. Like it's I'm I'm still getting used to the fact that Luffy can stretch.
So when you meet Garp, just know that that's Luffy's grandfather.
Damn. Okay.
He's a vice admiral of the Navy or of the Marines.
Is that touched upon later on? Like
Oh, that's touched
does
upon at the very beginning. And
uh
then it doesn't take like I'm gonna just tell you this now. Like you don't know who his father is until like 300 episodes later,
damn. Okay.
which is kind of crazy. Because Garp catches up to Luffy and then he's like, "Oh, have I not told you about your dad, Monkey D. Dragon?" And dude, that's a whole other thing. He's like a revolutionary. Like One Piece, I'll be real with you, there's a lot of things into it, but I've kind of like I'm in it now.
It's you're a fan now.
I'm like,
You're
yeah,
you're a One Piece merchant.
oh yeah, bro. Like I really like discovered it and I followed through with it and I'm just like now that I'm at like the 600th episode, I see that 100th episode just like not 100, that 1022 episode because I'm not going to watch cuz like when he gets to 1000 he gets to year 5 and that's crazy. That's
Mhm.
some they so for year 5 they use Warner Brothers animation to do the cartoon animations for him.
Mhm.
I don't know if you know what Gear 5 is, but that's where he turns into like white smoke and he basically can transform himself into anything.
Really? No, I have
Yeah,
never seen that.
dude, I think it's, well, I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen like clips of it and it just looks fucking cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they've dubbed up to him getting up to Gear 5 and using the power. I think they haven't fully dubbed.
You watch it dub, right?
Oh yeah, I don't, I,
Damn.
not disrespecting the people that watch it subbed, but I prefer to understand it because I don't want to do that. It's 1,000 fucking episodes. I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
trying
watch
to
1,000 episodes in Japanese. I'm not even if I
I'm not
watch it, I
trying to
don't think I'm
read.
gonna learn it.
I'm not trying to read. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not
Uh,
trying to read. So I'm watching it dubbed. I'm gonna realistically wait for the remaining dubbed episodes to come out to watch it in dubbed because at this point I'm like fully invested in it. You
yeah.
watched Daima yet? Dragon Ball Daima?
No, I haven't.
I think the first episodes dubbed have been released on
Okay.
Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Yeah, my Crunchyroll, right? Or what are you
No,
watching it on? Oh
I
no,
don't have
Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
Hey, if you need my Crunchyroll account, let me know. I got you. off the off
Let's not
off.
share it. Let's not share it on the
No,
live.
that's what I'm saying.
It's,
Off
yeah,
off the live. I'll
yeah.
share it with you. Cause yeah, bro, check out Dragon Ball Daima. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard nothing but positivity coming out of it.
Okay.
And also realistically, now that I've watched this much of One Piece, I'm probably gonna go back and watch Naruto
You know, you should watch Hunter x Hunter, dog.
eventually. That's one of the
No, just watch it. It's so good. It's one of the best animes. Ah, I think
no
you'll like it.
no Hunter x Hunter. I know I've heard positive things come from it, Hunter x Hunter
Then
and
watch it after One
Hero
Piece.
Academia. I don't know if you've watched that one.
My Hero Academia, yeah, yeah. I haven't. I'm not caught up on it, but I've watched maybe like I would say like 100 and something episodes so far. 120, I think.
Okay. So those are like on my watch list, but first I'm one of those guys that needs to watch like the OG animes if that makes sense. So for me an
Hunter x
OG
Hunter is the OG, bro.
that's what I'm saying. Like for me like OG animes is like Dragon Ball Z, like the Dragon Ball franchise. Uh
Oh, well, I mean, if you're talking like that, then I mean, you should check out Bleach
I
or
was going to say
even or like
Bleach is
I
probably
want to check
ahead
out
of
Gundam too. I heard that was pretty good.
so Bleach is ahead of Hunter x Hunter. Naruto was probably going to be ahead of Bleach, and then once they finish One Piece, I'm gonna transition into Naruto,
No, bro, watch. Okay,
Bleach, and then I'll watch
dog.
Hunter x Hunter.
No, dude, just watch Hunter x Hunter, bro. It is
I don't,
so it is so good, Nelson. I
I
just
don't.
watched it for the third time, bro.
Jesus Christ, that's funny
It
because
is so good, dude.
wait,
It
didn't
is
they?
so good, dude.
I was gonna say, didn't they come out with more episodes?
No, so what happened was it is so well written and so good that the person, the writers or the creator, he's like he's like so mentally drained from it and like just he made himself sick because of it. And so he's taken some time and he's just like not mentally there to like continue because he's just been so overworked
Did it
creating this like
finish?
masterpiece of a show. Like literally, it's not continuing because the creator himself is like, I can't mentally and physically do this.
So did they end Hunter x Hunter?
It is over. Like it's done. Like there's
So there is a conclusion.
they made movies. They made movies that it technically I guess it is canon. I haven't watched any of the movies. I might actually check them out during my One Piece adventure. But I I think yes, it's over. Like there's no continuation of Hunter x Hunter. And that's what makes me really sad because I think it's one of those animes where it's like it needs to continue because
If
it's
you don't mind me
that
asking, how
fucking
does it
good.
end?
Huh?
How does it end?
I mean, Gon just finds his dad.
Okay, so the entire time he's been trying to look for his dad.
Not the entire story. It's like
He
Luffy
finds
trying to
out that his
find
dad is still alive, huh?
no. It's like Luffy trying to find the One Piece. Like it's something that like towards the end, okay, yeah, he found it. Like that's it's like the journey mattered more. And
But
every arc, like let's okay, like he tries to become a hunter so that he can find his dad. Okay, well his dad doesn't want to be found because he wants him to be a better hunter. Okay, well, you know, he helps his friend out figure this mystery because his friend is more important than finding his dad because, you know, his friend made him a stronger hunter and just, you know, befriended him. And then his dad made this whole island game that has been around for like 20 years in the hopes that Gon goes there and trains. He made it just for Gon, but not the whole world. You know, the whole world thinks that, oh,
does,
this is like a game that where you can get millions of dollars.
does
No, it's for
Go and
Gon.
know or no?
Huh?
Does Go and know from the beginning, or does his dad tell him
Gon
that?
does not know.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
no, he finds out through like a recording, but he's like, yeah, go do this. And he doesn't find out that like the island or the game was for him, but it was really for him when he wins it, and he does win it. You know, spoiler alert, it's been out for years.
Yeah, that's just
But
why
that
I asked
like
for One Piece.
the arcs, like bro, it's so good, dude. It's so
I'm,
good.
it is on my watch list. I've seen it for a while. I'm gonna watch Hunter x Hunter. I promise you, I will watch it.
Dog, when you fucking watch it, I might
But
watch it with you, bro.
wait. So why does his dad leave, or why does he not want to help him become a better hunter by being
He's
his
just
friend?
a dick. He's just like he's
Oh,
just a bad father. Like his dad is just not a good father. He was never really like that type of father figure that
So at the end,
Um,
when he finally sees and meets his father, what happens?
um, he doesn't really like want to be with Gon. He kind of wants Gon to like, figure out life through himself. And Gon interacts with him in a way that his dad didn't want to. So they end up going to this like world tree. It's like the largest tree in the world, and they go to the very top and they just share their life stories. And you know, his dad was like, "It's not really the end goal. Like, there's never an end goal. It's just the journey. Like, the journey is what you should enjoy, not
So
the
do
end
they
goal."
show flashbacks of Gowen's dad um just growing up and becoming a hunter?
Some of it, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's not, and it's
How
not going. It's not
similar
going. It's not going. It's Gon. Gon. Gon.
Gon.
Yeah,
So
Gon.
my other question is how similar is his father's journey to Gon?
Um,
Are there any similarities?
there is in the sense that he became a hunter at the same age, but I would say like there wasn't anything touched upon like, oh, like his father
Is Gon stronger
was
than his father?
Gon. Yeah. Ah, no, I don't think so. I think his father is way stronger, but the fact that what Gon did to become like to attain his power was pretty incredible. And um, I think Gon has the potential to become the strongest hunter there is, but his father is pretty strong. He's definitely the smartest and like strongest hunter, one of the strongest hunters in the entire show.
Oh wow, that's actually very interesting. I didn't know.
Like like the ending, like towards the end when you interact more,
So
when his father is shown more, you're like, damn, this guy's like pretty cool.
so obviously a hunter is somebody that goes and hunts stuff, but in Hunter x Hunter, what is a hunter?
A hunter is just pretty much like a status. Like you can become like Gon's father is an archaeologist hunter. Like um,
Hunts for archaeological stuff.
yeah, he just tries to find the past. There's another guy, he's a mercenary. There's a hunter that's a mercenary, or a hunter
He
that's a
hunts people
doctor,
down.
or a hunter that's like,
Wait, so
um,
what does the hunter that's a doctor do? What does he hunt?
he's just like it's like the hunt for perfection of the field. It's almost as if a hunter can like it's just status. Like you can and
So
then you get introduced to chi, like chi movements and like chi power. Is
so
it
my
chi or like is it a N? It's N.
so in
That's like
Hunter
the power
x
level
Hunter,
rating.
what type of hunter is Gon?
It's weird because there's different like there's power levels. So like towards the middle, towards I would say not the middle of the show, but like maybe like up until like episode 80 or so, you'll get introduced to like power levels. So N, it's like chi or like it's like chi in or chakra or whatever the fuck in like Dragon Ball or chi in
How many
Naruto. I
episodes is Hunter x Hunter?
think it's like 200 something.
Oh wow, okay,
It's not bad. It's a
a
pretty
short
quick
anime.
watch. But there are the arcs are long. Like the end arc is like 30% of the show. Like
Oh
it's pretty
wow.
long. So but really what Gon wants to do, he wants to become a hunter. He's not really a specific hunter. You don't really become a hunter to perfect something. You can do stuff while you're a hunter. It's just a status. And then once you become familiarized with N, you can create like N abilities where like, oh, there's like different abilities. Like there's enhancer, manipulator, transmuter, like there's different it goes deep into it. And it's really interesting. Again, like I after One Piece, you should please, like I'm not gonna lie to you, you should really watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. It's on the watch list.
Watch my review on Shady Mob Podcast.
Hey, there you go. Oh,
Yeah.
you did a Hunter x Hunter review, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It
you
was.
did.
I think it was the previous one actually.
Oh wow, yep. Okay, I'm gonna check out the review because I don't think I've watched it myself yet.
Yeah, dude, check it out, man. I go fucking yeah. It's really it's a really good show. Really recommend it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're actually dropping Godzilla X Kong. Hopefully
Finally,
hopefully by Monday or Tuesday this week. I just gotta add
I'm
what's
not saying finally that you're taking too long. I'm just saying
no
finally
like we
that we're
haven't done
actually. that we've actually done it.
No, like yeah, like we it took us like 6 months to do this review, and it's been like over like 2 or 3 months since we actually did like a Shady Mob podcast review, you and I together actually, I think.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute, and this is like the first time. So right now I'm in like I finished I finished the like the core editing, which is like just us and everything that we talk about. And I already like I already put the sequence in like it's supposed to be. All I'm doing now is I gotta add some of the trailers and some of the clips from the movie in certain areas just to make it a little bit better. Because for me, I think it's important that if we're gonna be showing or like showing or reviewing stuff, I think it helps if we have some of the clips or some of the stuff that happened in the movie or even the trailers a part of like the episode. Because I feel like people get bored if we're just talking about stuff like this and we're not showing extra stuff. I feel like it helps with the retention if we have like stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, which is part of the reason why like we haven't posted it yet. We're literally probably gonna post it by tomorrow or Tuesday. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. What's your next Shady Mob review gonna be about?
Um, I mean, if you're not gonna like, I was kind of waiting for you to watch it, but I might do Vox Machina to be honest, because
Ooh, Vox Machina.
I was hoping, I was hoping that you would watch it, even though it's only 36 goddamn episodes. It's not even that bad. Um, but yeah, I'll definitely I'll try to churn
Time
that
is
out,
very limited. Time is very limited. But yeah, I'll
dude.
do Vox Machina. I
Dude,
think
please watch. It's fucking crazy good.
I still need to do my Bel Air review, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and your Planet of the Apes stuff.
Oh, the series that I watched. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the series was actually really fucking good in my personal opinion for something that was made in the 1970s. And I think it's somewhat canon to the movies. I thought it was very well done. It's really cool because the series takes place in San Francisco, like the modern movies take place in San Francisco. The original movies, they took place in the East Coast in like New York and on that side. But then when they went into the series goes to the San Francisco to the Bay Area. Now, I think the series is canon because I think the series is basically a continuation of what happened in the movies. Now, the two characters that arrive on the Planet of the Apes on Earth in the future, they were looking for Taylor and they were looking for the other human beings that I believe came in the movies. But because by the end of the Planet of the Apes movies, what ends up happening is like the universe or like the timeline gets timeline changes basically. So before those guys land in the future, the timeline with Caesar
Mhm.
or was yeah, I think his name was Caesar or Cornelius. No, no, no. Was it Cornelius or
I
Caesar?
thought it was his son. That didn't you say Cornelius was his son?
Cornelius was Caesar's son. That is correct. So Caesar,
See,
the
I
ape,
listen.
you do listen. So Caesar, the son that became the leader of the ape clan. So by the end of that series or whatever, by the end of the movies, the humans and the apes are living together, and the humans can talk. The humans can still talk. They haven't lost their ability to speak like they did at the beginning of the series. By the end of the movie trilogy, because the timeline has now changed because Caesar now became the leader, and because the apes from the future came, so he changed that timeline. And when the human beings that show up in the series land, he lands in the new timeline where the apes and the humans are living together, but now it's not on the East Coast, it's on the West Coast. And what ends up happening is the humans are now slaves, but they're talking slaves to the apes, basically,
Mm.
which is kind of cool. I didn't like the fact how in like Planet of the Apes the humans couldn't speak. I love how in Planet of the Apes the series they can speak and they can interact with other apes and with other humans and there's clans and everything. I personally enjoyed it. I hate that they didn't pick it up for like a second season, which is my personal opinion. And then Bel Air, I can't wait for season three to drop. Or no, I was just on season 3. I can't wait for season 4 to drop. That shit was dope. I'm a fan of it.
Really? I feel like it hasn't been. I feel like it hasn't been one that long since it came out. No.
It came out like a couple of years ago. I think it came out in 2021 or 2022. I'm pretty sure it came out in 2022.
Hmm.
And then they did 2022. They did season three in 2000, or yeah, season two in 2023. And then because of the movie strike or the Actors Guild strike or whatever the fuck it was called, they pushed it back to like a couple of months ago to release season three. Because usually they'll release it in February, but this time they didn't release it until I think September or August of this past year because of the Screenwriters Guild strike or whatever. And when they released it, I still thought it was a really good, well produced um, series on Peacock that I recommend you guys go and check out because it it's a well done dramatization of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and a lot of the stuff that you see in the Fresh Prince of Bel Air takes place, but is dramatized, and it makes sense that it's dramatized on the Peacock series Bel Air. So go check that shit out. Promoting everything, including our merchandise. Go check out our merchandise, ladies and
Don't
gentlemen, on
forget. Don't forget,
shadymob.com.
man. Check it out.
Right there.
Right there.
Scan that bitch.
I just did it in the beginning. Actually, it's really quickly. You just pull out your phone, point the camera, and click on the link. Go to the thing. Go to the thing, and you're right there. It's
Oh,
on your
and
phone.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Either one of these QR codes takes you to the same place,
They
ladies.
both work. I tried them both. They both work.
I'm just
No
letting you
excuses.
know. Just letting y'all know. Support the cause. Support the cause.
Support the cause.
Support the cause. What else? What else? What is coming out in the next couple of months? You know?
I don't actually. I have to. I need to be better at like getting in touch with some of the movies. Actually, I've been just work's been kind of draining me, man. I've just been like
So
literally so
actually,
work focused.
this is a good question. So what does your end of the year look like for your job? Do you know yet?
I'm not
Is it
sure. I mean,
busier or is it
hopefully
slower?
I'm still there. It's a little bit slower towards the end of the year for the mortgage cycle, because a lot of people are just like, getting ready for the holidays, traveling. A lot of people are moving in the winter, especially on the East Coast, because it's all snowing and shit. So yeah, it's a little slower time. So yeah, it's not gonna be that busy.
Okay. The only reason why I'm asking is because like for example, for me, once I'm done with this project at work, I don't think I have anything else coming in the pipeline for the next like couple of months or whatever.
Yeah.
So like legitimately, like hopefully I'll keep my job because I've been since this motherfucking project started for my company, I've been on it for the entire time except for like 3 days. Okay. I've been carrying the back, especially on a device that is not fully developed. And I'm the only person on the team that, for some reason, is able to use this device. Nobody else
Hmm.
can figure it the fuck out. So I've had to carry like 90% of the workload. I'm the one that does, like, when I go, I'm the one that does all the reporting. I do it in a timely manner. I do take care of
You're an overly productive employee.
Bro, it pisses me the fuck off because one of the people that is in charge of this project went to my boss, went to my boss's boss, and tried to get me the fuck off of this project. And now I'm the one that's been fucking carrying this fucking project this entire fucking time. So that's why I'm pissed off. And that's why I'm hoping that once we finish what we're doing, um, like I get my time needed, like that's off. Because bro, realistically, I wasn't like going I so this is what my week used to look like. So I used to come home. So I used to go to work, let's say on Tuesday night.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
And then I wouldn't come home until Saturday, kind of in like the morning and the afternoon. So that's what Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I used to spend 4 days 4 days in the Bay, and the remaining time I used to be here at home with my wife, with my daughter, spending time with them, fucking. not as much time as I'd like because I was because a lot of the time that I do spend when I'm here at home is producing content, shooting my episodes, creating and one from the end zone content for you guys to watch if you're into sports. Now I leave basically if it's not Sunday night, I leave early Monday morning, and I'm out there Monday. I'm out there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's basically 6 days that I'm not home. 6 days that I'm not home. I only get to see my daughter 1 to 1.5 to 2 days. That's not the life that I want to fucking live, and that's not the life that I want to sign up for. And the audacity is that I want to pick up like an extra day for my security job because I don't realistically make enough money just on my normal salaried position to be able to afford everything because my wife doesn't work. I'm not going to force her to work. I'd rather her be a stay-at-home mom with my daughter. But like I need to be able to pick up more days
Mhm.
aside from my salary position to be able to cover all of our expenses and our bills. I can't fucking do that with the project that I'm on, especially when you're telling me that we're going to rotate as a team, we're going to rotate people. So it's not just like me or some other dude handling this shit. You're not rotating me out. I'm
Mhm.
literally there 3 days out the week. The other guy that's been basically forced to do this project with me, who I don't fucking like because of his fucking attitude and then because of the way that he basically is, he doesn't think. He's so immature. This is the guy that is basically the right hand guy of the guy that didn't want me on the fucking project. And when we go out there, he's a fucking child, bro. He is a fucking child. I shit you not. He complains every single day about everything. It is annoying as fuck. I am done working with him. He had the second week of this project off, the entire week fucking off. He wasn't out there on the field. My other coworker, driving to one of these sites, blows out his fucking car.
Damn.
And dude has not been on this shit for the last 2 to 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Got his car fixed, did 2 days, and then he's like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, told me on the group chat, or not on the group chat, told me on like our personal chat that felt like if anything, he was gonna be able to do the entire week. And I told him, I'll check back with you after you do the second day. Does the second day and then goes back on his word and says, "Oh, I don't feel comfortable driving my car long distances or this, and that. I need to deal. I need to deal with all these problems with my car. Yada yada yada." Takes advantage of the fact that he's having like a coolant issue, gets it fixed because his car already had other issues. Takes the time to go and fix those issues before he comes back to the fucking project.
Mhm.
Because I was sick. I was sick as a motherfucking dog on Friday. I could not like legitimately. I messaged the group chat and I'm like, hey, just letting you guys know, I am sick. I am throwing up, but I am going to the site. Like I'm gonna probably be running a little bit late, but I'll be at the site by 10 o'clock when we're supposed to be there. And they messaged me like, "Oh, is it something you ate?" No, it's not something I ate. After we finished the data collection yesterday, I started to cough. You can even ask Daniel. I've had like a runny nose all week, and then when I got back, I threw up. I wasn't feeling good, and then last night or today, I'm still throwing up. I feel like shit. I cannot like I really do feel like shit. But because I know there's no other options because I was basically saying homeboy who has his car fucked up is not going to make it there. So because he isn't going to make it there, and this project needs to be done, because I feel like this project is our jobs are on the line with this project, or at least my job's on the line. I'll be out there to handle everything. My boss, he calls me. He's like, "Hey Nelson, how are you doing? I just want to check in on you, see like what's going on. Like, do you feel?" I'm like, "Hey man, I'll be honest with you. I don't feel great, but because we don't really have any other options, I'm gonna be out there." He's like, "Oh, let me talk to so and so to see if to get him to go, so you don't have to go." I'm like, "If you can get him to show up and go and do this, then I would appreciate that tremendously, and I'll take a chill pill and sit back and not go today." But let me know first because I know this needs to be done, and I'm gonna get it done for you, Dennis. That's my boss name. Shout out to my guy. Um, he goes, he goes, he talks to so and so. He like calls me back or he texts me back, and he's like, "Hey, just letting you know, so and so is gonna be able to go out there. He'll be able to." So he goes out there, he does his thing. Well, he actually doesn't do shit. He gets there and he breaks the fucking device. So my thing that I'm supposed to be using to work, he breaks. Couldn't
Mm,
because he couldn't figure out how to properly use it, and
mhm.
didn't ask any questions. He did a bunch of technical stuff to it, and he broke the shit. Didn't do anything with that thing. You like basically did half a day's worth of work with one of the devices that we had to use, and comes back, didn't do shit. We're kind of like we rather than having a full day's worth of work, we had half a day's full worth of work, and I luckily I was over there already. So when it came back, I took a look at it. Apparently, some other tech got it before I did, was able to fix whatever issues it had, and then I was able to finish. I was able to make sure that the shit worked. The shit worked, and I'm running back out there tomorrow to make sure the shit gets done properly because I can't rely on my teammates who have fucking college degrees who are supposed to be technically in all aspects much more put together and smarter than me. And this is the shit that pisses me off.
We got to cut this short though. I gotta be doing stuff soon. So
All right, this is literally it. My cavalier attitude, my laid back and chill attitude does not sit well with them. But these fuckers who constantly complain, don't do shit, are just annoying as fuck,
mhm.
get all the respect in the world. Bro, fuck off. It pisses me off
It's
because
irritating. I know.
it pisses me off because a year ago I had an opportunity to go to Europe. I when this shit was originally brought up, and I don't give a fuck if they're gonna fire me if they ever find out about this. But I had an opportunity to go to fucking Europe for this. You are you taking a picture? No.
No, no, I'm just responding to a text.
Oh yeah, no. I had an opportunity to go to Europe, and bro, I wanted to go to Europe so fucking badly. Cause like, bro, it was right during Arsenal, like it was right during the soccer season. So on the weekend when we weren't supposed to be working, I was gonna try to go catch an Arsenal game because I'm a gunner for life. Never watched them play in person. I wanted to go see them play in person in London. I was the only one when this shit came up last year that said whatever you need to get done, I'll do it. Let's get it done. I'll get it done. They send my two other coworkers who were putting a bunch of issues for the project
Hmm.
to go, and they fuck up the entire thing. Then they didn't do what they were supposed to do last year. Then
Yeah.
this project comes back around again this year, and I'm relying on two of the guys that were assigned to this shit last year to take the lead. And bro, like they can't fucking function or they don't function right. They're late on the reporting, they're late on communication, they complain about fucking everything. And it's finally fucking getting to me because I am so in all retrospect, I am very chill, I am very laid back. I'm a happy go lucky fucking person. I feel like that's helped me with a lot of the things that I've wanted to accomplish in life because I wouldn't be where I am today if it hasn't been for the mistakes that I've made and for the attitude that I carry and present myself with today. But these guys, who one of them is basically maintained by his wife or by his girlfriend, who's a fucking nurse, only has to pay $800 a month on bills. And then after that, he gets to fuck off with his fucking money. It's kind of fucking frustrating because, bro, like you have a salary position, you're complaining about not making enough money with the current role that you have because you have a college degree. I'll wipe
Right.
my ass with your college degree, bro. You do not know how to present yourself. You do not know how to talk. You act like a fucking child. I'm being serious. The other one, if you give him the slightest pushback, he's been with the company for 8 years now. You give him the slightest pushback, he throws a fucking tantrum like a child, falls to the fucking floor crying. This happened. This has happened in front of me twice because I've told him no on certain things, and me and him one time got into a screaming match because he didn't pay attention to what one of the things was that we were supposed to be doing for the project. And he's like, "Oh, it wasn't communicated." Yes, it was. We were both in that meeting. Just because it's not on paper doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't fucking communicated. Pay attention, bro. It's just it befuddles fucking me, bro. It befuddles me. But I complain to you because you're my boy. I'll complain on this podcast because I feel like it's a relatable topic. But realistically, bro, like it's frustrating, dog. It is frustrating. Like I'm very blessed that I have the position that I have, and I'm not complaining. Realistically, bro, I am blessed to make the money that I make. I am blessed to have the position that I have, and I am just happy to be where I'm at with the company that I'm at. I know from the very beginning when I got hired, they told me there was no opportunity for growth, but as long as I did my job and I was a present and good employee, I was going to have a job for as long as I possibly could. That's where I'm at. I get my yearly annual raises. I look for I'll look, or actually I don't even look. I listen to offers, and if they sound appealing or like good offers, I'll actually take them. But
Mhm.
realistically, I haven't had anything that is comparable to what I'm currently like doing in a long time. So I'm blessed with the role. It's just the people that I'm with, I feel like need to be changed out. I feel like we need new energy in there to be able to actually function as a better team and even land bigger and better projects. And that's something that we don't have right now because of the lack of cohesion and chemistry with the team right now.
Mhm.
So it's one of those things where hopefully I'll have my job for as long as I possibly can. I'm not complaining about anything. And hopefully they can put some fucking respect on my fucking name at work now because I'm carrying this shit. Nobody else is, in my honest opinion.
You just watched Nelson's rant hour, brought to you by Shady Mob Productions. This past hour, we've listened to Nelson rant and rant
Ready.
and rant,
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
wipe away the tears he's been crying off of
Oh,
recently.
yes. Tears. Tears of anger. Fuck. No, I'm kidding. Oh, just the sweat.
But I'm
Just
sorry, guys, but I have to go. I do have to do some stuff.
guys,
Uh,
guys, don't forget, check out the Shady Mob production website or shadymob.com. Get your merchandise. Get your merchandise. Get your merchandise. Yeah, get your
right there.
merchandise. We appreciate you. Always remember, desire is power. And if you desire to be great, you have the power to be great. We appreciate you. Stay mobbing with the mob stars, ladies and gentlemen.
Please like, comment, subscribe on these videos whenever you can, whenever you want. Go tell your mom, dad, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your grandma, your grandpa, whoever, your neighbor, your dog, your cat, your ex's husband's brother, sister, anybody.
Everybody.
Who cares? Literally, share, like, comment, subscribe again,
Be a
please. Please
part
do. We love
of
you
the
guys
Shady
so much.
Mob
Thank you for
squad.
watching. And please remember, stay tuned for more. We'll
Always.
be giving you more.
Don't forget to join the Shady Mob squad. Love y'all. See you soon.